Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, I'm glad you're here. Today, I'm going to go through and talk about 5 knives I really enjoyed carrying this month, that I have been carrying this month, and when I'm not carrying knives, I'm going to be reviewing. One of the knives that I'm carrying, I am going to be reviewing, so I was going to go through them and kind of start doing that. Kind of do a, this is what's been in my pocket, what I really enjoyed carrying. First off, though, I want to thank any of you who've come in here to check out the knife, the EDC content. I do appreciate it. If you're so inclined, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit the subscribe button or the bell notification icon. It would really help me out. Keep you updated on when I release videos, which is daily pretty much. And then I want to thank all the channel members. Thank you guys and girls so much. I appreciate you more than you know. So I was going to go through the 5 knives that have been in my pocket this month. And one that's been in my pocket a lot that I really am continuing to love is this quiet carry drift. This is the original size drift, the medium or medium size knife. It is in Manix and titanium, kind of a rust-proof knife on washers, but it has amazing action for a washer knife. It's not drop shutty, which to me is fine because it feels so stable. You've got absolutely no blade play anywhere along the travel. It just is so smooth on washers, whether you reverse flick it, thumb flick it, slow roll it. It's just a fantastic knife. Very slicey. Again, I love the tumbled Manix steel. For what I use it for, which is cutting shit, it is great for that, right? It's a smaller knife. It's thin. It carries in the pocket well with that little short wire clip. You could put a lynch replacement clip if you wanted to, but again, I think wire clips really look good. They feel good in the hand, and in my opinion, they go in and out of pocket great. So this little knife has been a home run for me. Took a chance on it late last year and have really enjoyed it. Continue to enjoy it. It is the quiet carry drift in Manix, not the large drift, just the original drift. And this is one of 5 that has been in my pocket quite a bit this month. So as we move on to another killer knife that has spent a lot of time in my pocket, we have the Vosteed Knives Dachshund. This is a front flipper, guys, that I really enjoy front flipping. And that's kind of coming from me saying a lot because I hate front flippers. This one, since it's got that little tip that sticks up there, it's just very intuitive. It's very easy with the angle going on the body of this knife and this jimping that comes well up. You can front flip it from a lot of different areas. You can flip it from up front, up top. My finger, I don't think, is long enough to do a good reach around where I feel comfortable. See that? But then again, the thumb studs are where it shines for me. Specifically the reverse flick. It thumb flicks great, but it's got somehow, for a bar style lock, it has absolutely snappy detent. It's got a beautiful, beautiful M390, kind of a Warncliffey straight edge blade. Really nice sharpening choil. It'll work fine. Very sharp. Great user. That was cutter error, guys. But it is absolutely a scalpel. Titanium, a really good clip. Very elegant but understated knife. You've got some weight relief on these titanium scales. You've got a very, what I consider a sure feeling axis style bar lock. And again, the thumb studs are cash money. The lockup, you've got double stop pins there. Well, you got your stop pin and then your bar lock, and it just locks up like a champ. don't know if y'all can see that. You've got your stop pin up front. You've got the way that this front flipper has this spot in your blade, and as that bar lock slides in under that stop pin, boom, you're not going anywhere. Super, super stable lockup. Great action. Great ergos in the hand. I think this knife feels fantastic. Super slicey. Has a great point for cutting. Very light in the pocket, and just a very great knife. I've enjoyed it. I've been carrying it a lot, and it is the Vosteed Dachshund. Moving on, we come to a knife that I have really rediscovered, and I did a mod on it yesterday. I put in Justin OCD for EDC's lighter spring system, and it's really changed the game of this knife for me. The detent, it didn't adjust it at all, but now I can pull the spring back, the ball lock, a lot easier, and I switched out the, put a ceramic ball in there, and it just is smoother. This is the Rockscale Designs mod too, so this is a Manix 2 that was the Knife Center exclusive in crew wear. It was black G10, black hardware. I got the MX Gear clip for it. I got the purple because I just want a little bit of color, but it's kind of turned dark because of my fingers. Ball cage. And then I got the kit from Justin that had the lighter spring, and it also had the steel and the ceramic ball. And did the mod last night. It was really easy. I did lose my original spring. Never found it. It shot off, which is fine. I would know now how not to do that. But the Rockscale Design scales really made this knife a huge winner for me because I was able to remove the kind of jagged liners. And so now I've just got the blade, the back spacer that works with this ball lock, the lanyard tube, and the titanium scales. So it is just a delightful knife, a knife that I didn't carry all that much, even though it's a fantastic cutter. I mean, this is a laser beam, guys. All my Spydercos are. I really enjoyed them lately, and the Manix 2 is probably my favorite between this and the Shaman, and I love my Para-2s too. But I mean, if you just, the cut, the bite on this blade is just unbelievable. Therapeutic slicer for shiz. But that is the Spyderco Golden Colorado USA made Earth Manix 2 with Rockscale Designs and the OCD for EDC spring upgrade kit. Works great. I love it. Perfectly centered. It's been in my pocket a lot. Will probably be in my pocket a lot more. And we go on. So another knife I've carried a good bit this month is my S-Tao, which is my sheep's foot Tao. I love this knife. It is in Vanex. It is a frame lock, which I think Kunwu does as well as anybody. Their frame locks from the Padre to the Big Tao to this S-Tao. I just love their frame locks. This knife is fantastic. It is also therapeutically slicey. It's got a more substantial work blade, thicker blade stock, but it comes down to a really keen grind that gets very, very sharp. The action is fantastic. It's got this orange peel finish with this beautiful milling on the contours here. Kunwu is just absolutely one of my favorites. So you've got multiple deployment, front flipper, low profile, original flipper, blade hole. This is just for me the perfect Tao. I've got the X Tao and I've got the Big Tao, and this S Tao, the sheep's foot with the titanium clip and the frame lock is an absolute winner. I love it. In Vanex, that was me missing the hole all the way together. One thing that I would love to see is if somehow this blade hole was a little bit more forward. It's a little bit high. Still flicks fine, don't get me wrong. But my finger naturally wants to go right here. So if this had all been kind of shifted up, but that's just me personally, right? It's still got multiple deployments. Super knife, has been in my pocket a good part of this month, and it's just a winner. And that is the Kunwu S-Tao. Moving on, we go to my Medford Slim Midi. I love this knife. It is small. It is agile. This is, I think, a DLT exclusive, maybe a GP Knives exclusive. It's S90V. Super slicey, but super worky if it needs to be. I mean, it's got thicker blade stock too. Thinner than my other Medfords, which are, of course, thicker stock. But the Slim Midi is delightful. It's riding on skiffs. It's got fantastic action. Very, very smooth. For me, the grip is just perfect. You don't feel the clip in your hand. I guess the trade-off is the clip doesn't feel very substantial. Like if you did cartwheels, the knife might fall out of your pocket. It doesn't seem to grab. Goes in and out of pocket great though, and you don't feel it in your hand. And I'm here to tell you that this knife was probably the first. It was not the first Medford I acquired. The infraction was. But this is the first Medford that I've carried on the regular. And I've been carrying it a whole lot this month. It's definitely been one of the top 5 in my pocket. And it's just an absolute winner. I love this knife. It is a little bit more on the pricey side. But on the secondary, you can find them pretty affordable. And it is an affordable American-made knife, right? It's going to be priced up there with the Hinder, with the Oz, with the Koenig. You don't have to get the pattern scales. Several things add price to a Medford, but I think you can get into this knife starting out probably somewhere right around $6, and on the secondary I would think you could get it in the 3s to 4s. But I love it. It's a forever knife, kind of a lifetime knife. 2 pieces of titanium and a piece of S90V. Not much can go wrong there. So the 5 that have been in my pocket have been the Slim Midi, the Kunwu S-Tao, the Spyderco Manix 2, the Vosteed Doxon, and the Quiet Carry Drift. So guys, that's what's been in Javon's pocket. 5 excellent knives, all of which are still available, kind of in all price points. Not really a budget knife here on this list. I'll change that. I'll have some budget knives coming up when I carry them. Most of those have been given away, Friday Night Flicks. So this is what's been in my pocket. And they've been awesome, but you guys are really what's awesome. Started here for the knives, stayed for the people, right? All I ask is please, 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 if you're new and you haven't had a chance, hit the subscribe button. But mainly, look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Be up. Thanks, Joe Isabella. I love you all. Peace.